We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will have the first possession of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the... on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Platt. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So FIU's offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They're dealing with a second and long. Grab behind the line. It's Payne. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Stone. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this? In
our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to him on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long. Back to throw. It's Jenkins. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Florida Atlantic, 7. Florida International, 0.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to beat. Off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
To the air on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
And the Owls come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Motion from the back. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Platt. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the...
Unleashes one deep. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Owls! The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Memphis. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And That's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
FIU pushing tempo. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Handoff to the lone back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Fights off a defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Messer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Sends it back in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Sands. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Platt. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Owls! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
21, Florida International, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Fires it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Unleashes one. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. FIU pushing tempo. He'll do it himself. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Trying play action. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Sands. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here comes the hurry up.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Messer. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Terrell. Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
6-9-1, Gators far. Pound 55 weak.
Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Memphis. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
It's another FIU.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Fires to the big fella. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Snagged in the middle, it's McNeil. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Owens. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stone. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hand. So I like the idea of guide the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Here comes the heat. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for 3.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Pulls it, fired complete. Crosses the 35. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to... Second half here. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls and fires complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
And this is really frustrating as a coach. Great job running the option, making the right read, getting down the field. You got to take care of the football now. You did the hard part. We got to worry about taking care of the football and the option all the time. Get on the ground, live to fight another play.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
35. Florida International, 3.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance.
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Great place to start for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Clapp trying to get it in. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some...
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. Can't just let him pick you apart.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Hits him with a stiff arm. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Rides the back on the option to give.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by just 2 over USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Gibson. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down.
Clear. Jackrabbit.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll be brought down.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Off play action on first down. Looking deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Finds his man. It's Stone. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain.
It's a turnover on downs.
To the air. It's Gibson. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Finds his man. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. From the gun, the ground game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
It's a draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Owls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defense.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Florida Atlantic, 49. Florida International, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Gibson. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's terrible. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Finds his tight end. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.